Good morning, everyone. All right. Good morning. Morning. All right. So, I'm happy to be here. I'm supposed to be in Subic, but tinawag ako ng mga general. Sir Archie and Sir Chito. Because I really owe a lot to this community, no, the ISOG community. In information security, it is very important to be part of a community like this because when things happen, they really extend their arms to help out. So I'm really glad that I'm here with you, and this is also my gratitude to the members of ISOG and our partners, for me to be here. So I'm asked to talk about strengthening defenses. So it's very vital that our cyber defenses are properly budgeted. So that is why during our executive review board of the budget, our secretary, Amena Pangandaman, really insisted to have cybersecurity budgeted properly. So we were asked, how much ba ang budget for IT, for the new IT systems of the government? So we computed it around 38 billion, okay? So usually, the standard is, 10% of the IT budget. But that's on top of our maintenance and operating expenses for IT. But this is how this administration really takes the cybersecurity industry very seriously. And mind you, I actually disagree with Menchu. We don't sleep. We don't rise early because we can sleep, especially these days. Imagine, I think I lost 10 pounds in the last month. Guarding our walls in the government. As I mentioned, all of you know about this. It's really hard, especially with limited resources. But I'm very fortunate, as I mentioned, to have friends and colleagues in the cybersecurity space. I'd also want to thank yung aking mga cyber guardian angels there. These are yung mga volunteer people, the white hackers, really, who are very, very who very loves our country so much, and then they really message me, so they're extending help, assistance, and they tell me in secret, discreetly, that we have to patch this, you have to do something about this, and this is really a community, okay? But, okay, nabanggit na kanina, I'm chairperson of IT, governance of PhilHealth. So, and it's really a challenge, especially when you're coming from the private sector, coming into the government. You have this, mindset or approach into things, and you know what? How I was trained is when you look into the dashboards, diba? It's like having a patient in the ER. So, anyone? Na-rush na ba kayo sa ER? Right? So, malamang, nakapunta na kayo in emergency room and so on. So, when you're a CISO or Chief Information Security Officer, you're like a triage doctor. Diba? You determine or you triage whether this is green, amber or yellow or red, right? So in let's say in security incidents, you have to know what are the reds, what are the yellows, and what are the greens. And most of the time, there's a lot of noise, And experience-wise, and also the community will also help you determine whether a certain incident is red, yellow, or green. So most of the time, with a lot of noises, Example, recently, if I may cite an example, in the past months, there's a lot of noise, okay, in the cyber security space. But you have to pick, or you have to discern which are the reds. So you'd have to properly manage, or see what are those that you need to act on, you know. Of course, we are all scared. We are all CISOs here. We are IT security professionals. When there are certain reds in the dashboard, my team knows about this. Mark and Allen here from DBM. When I see something red, most of them are just noise. Okay, so and then and most of so you have to determine whether these are the right what are the actions, or how do you patch them, or what needs to be done in an urgent manner. Okay, and this is something that we also extend to other agencies, no? And this is also why we are investing a lot of resources from not just from the from the private sector, public sector, but the volunteers, no. And I'm actually talking with Boss Chito here, yung meron tayong mga reserve na Army, Marines, yan, Air Force, but I think it's about time for us to contemplate or have cyber defense reserve corps. Those people who are very talented in the cyberspace industry, professionals, those who are really willing to help out the government. Because at this time, cyber warfare, we need you. We need all of our fellow Filipino experts, no, to be that reserve corps and to help us protect our cyber defenses. So budgeting our IT systems for cybersecurity is not enough. Actually, training our government employees for cybersecurity is also not enough. So it needs a whole of nation approach. When I say nation, it's not just the government, no, but all of us Filipinos, and of course, our friends from other partners as well. But I'm actually pleading, no, to our Filipinos out there who are experts in cyber, so to help us protect our walls, and as a few good men would say, you want me in that wall, you need me in that wall. And with that, I thank everyone for this time, and I hope that you will be able to help the government, no, for in the next years to come. We're open for collaboration, for private sector collaboration. And of course, thank you to my friends. Actually, this is something that I really look forward to every year, no? Kasi, you know, we get to exchange experiences, and where we are. Of course, paikot-ikot lang naman tayo, and we're very glad that we are not just helping one another, but also uplifting one another in terms of career trajectory. And I'm also very excited to tell you that we are also in the process of building or organizing information security organizations across all government agencies. So with that, thank you for having me here, and we welcome any help, no, from our fellow cybersecurity experts here. Thank you, and let's have a great conference for the next hours to come. Thank you. Bye.